All right. Hello, everybody. It's me. It's Morgan. I'm back. And today we have approximately, and this isn't even showing me the time, so I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to tell the time while we're doing this. Give me 1 second. I'm also going to wet my beauty blender. Okay. I'm back. Let's go over what's happening today. It is currently almost 1 o'clock Eastern time. So I have an hour and like 15 minutes to do something with myself. I'm going to start with the Millennial License to Glow Serum, and today's a big day. Today is a very, very big day for me. I have wanted this in particular job for a very long time. I'm also going to mix in some Drunk Elephant peptide. Anyways, for those of you guys who do not know, I used to have a job where I was a training manager director for many, many years. And when I started this new job, my goal was to get back into that field. I knew I probably couldn't start in that. I did apply for this position off the bat, but the really good thing about the company that I work for is that they hire from within. So typically to get promotions and things, you have to start from the bottom and work your way up. I don't really know anybody who was hired in a higher level position from your start date. Everybody has worked from within and they've worked their way up to where they are now. I don't know if these are plugged in, but let me try to turn these on. There we go. That's a little better. Everybody has started from the bottom and they worked their way up to the position that they're in now. So, there we go. So, I started as a regular just CCR, and now I'm going to go in with the Nimya Where It All Starts cream as well today. 6 months later, I was promoted to a level 2. 6 months later, promoted to a level 3. 2 days later, promoted to a senior resolution specialist. And that was back in October, I believe. Something like that. And today, almost 2 years after I started, I have an interview. I've already applied for my dream promotion. This is the end goal for me. This is the position that I really, really want, and I know that I strive at. I'm so good at training. It's just something, I always wanted to be a teacher, and then the salaries of teachers is just not something that, I just don't think it's fair, and I just didn't want to get that degree. And the fact that I'm going to be able to be a trainer, that's like the closest that you can get to being a teacher is like a training program. Like I've built training programs, the like actual criteria. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous because this is that one interview that will really like break my heart if I don't get it, because I really want this promotion so bad. Going in with the Anastasia Dip Brow. I'm so nervous, you guys. So incredibly nervous. They did say it was a phone interview, but I don't know if it's going to be like a video phone interview, like on our Teams. I did take the first part of this day off just so that I could have a chance to breathe. There's been a lot of things going on that I might share at a later date, but it's still so fresh, just not today. But I just wanted to give myself some time to breathe and really, you know, concentrate on this interview and what I am wanting out of this interview, and also to know there are quite a bit of people applying for this position. So I also need to remain calm if I don't get an answer today. And I think what really spoiled me on that was that I was offered my senior team promotion in the actual interview. So I think that's what's making me nervous, is I don't know if that's going to be the case today, and because it's a phone interview, and I don't know, it's making me nervous. So anyways, it's at 2:30. I wanted to have my makeup done just in case we do go on camera. I did have some camera issues, but I got my new one in the mail yesterday. So I am prepared. Gosh, you guys, I am shaking so bad. I can't even do my brows. I am so shaky. I'm so nervous. I want this position so bad, like so bad. This is what I've wanted since I started. I feel like everything that I've worked for has been up to this point because this is what I've wanted, and they don't hire very much for this position. This is the first time that I've seen this position available since I applied the very first time. And I'm just so incredibly nervous, even if they offer an interim position, meaning like it'll only be for a bit of time. I'm taking it. I don't care. I'm hoping that they offer me permanent because that's what I want. I want permanent. And I'm willing to do what I have to do to get permanent. I'm willing to do it. I've got to calm down. My hands are just shaking so bad right now. I cannot stop it. It's just like one of those positions that you work so hard for to get, and when you get there, it's just like, wow, I made it. And that will be this position for me. Senior team was like a stepping stone. I knew that I needed to take senior team in order to get to this position, just after talking to other people that I work with that's been there many years. They were like, you know, senior team is like a step that you really honestly need to take. You know, and they were just saying this is like the next step in order to get those promotions that you really want. So I took senior team, but senior team is definitely not my favorite position at all. It's not for me. So I am so excited and nervous about this interview. I'm so excited, but yet so nervous. I'm honestly hoping that it is on camera, just because I want them to truly be able to see how sincere I am when I say that I like really want this position, and that this position would mean a lot to me. But we'll see. We shall see. They had a lot of interview dates and times open as well. So I think a lot of people are applying. And I don't know how many positions are. That's the other thing. It's like, I just got to stay out of my head, and I got to stay positive. Oh my goodness, the shakiness is of it all. Oh God, please let me get this position. Please, Lord, please. holy name I pray. Amen. So nervous, you guys. I just want this position so badly. Yes, I'm live. I have my dream promotion interview today. So please, you guys, put out all of the good vibes and prayers for me. I want this so bad. This is something I've worked my ass off for. And this position, like I said, I've been there 2 years. And when I originally applied for this company, I applied for this position. And they really only promote from within. So everyone starts at the same spot and you work your way up. And I know with a lot of companies, that's like, oh God, I'll be here 15 years before I get promoted. It's not like that with this company. Oh my God, I'm so nervous, you guys. I'm so incredibly nervous. It's not like that there. So 6 months in, promoted to a level 2, 6 months later, level 3, and then 8 days later, promoted to a senior resolution specialist. And that was back in like October. And now I'm finally interviewing for the position that I know that I strive at. I've worked in this type of position for around 13 years. It's the training delivery. So I will be training new members. I also created the full training criteria with the last company. So this is something that I really strive at. And I know that I can be an incredible asset to the company in the training department. So I'm super excited, but I'm very nervous just because it looks like there's a lot of people who have applied for this position just based off of the time slots. I'm going in with the Jacqueline 2 palette. Guys, I cannot walk through like a tutorial right now. I'm so nervous. I've been kind of like checking them ever since I picked my time slot, which for today, there were only 3 options available and they were back to back to back. So 2:30 to 3, which I chose. And I don't know if that was a good thing or not. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know when they started the interviews either. Guys, I'm so nervous. And I just don't want to get in my head too much about it because I know that I deserve this position. I know that I will be an asset in this position. I know that they will not ever be disappointed if they give me this position. So I'm just going to continue to tell myself that. And if all they offer me is interim, I'm going to take it. Basically what that means is that I would be in the position for a period of time. Usually in the company, it's around 6 months. And then I would go back to my previous position. I am praying that I get offered a permanent position with training delivery. That's what I want. That's what I've worked for. Like, that is what I've worked for, is to get to this point. And I'm here and I am so ready. However, it's a phone interview. Most of our interviews when you're within the company are via Teams, so we're on camera. So I'm doing my makeup just in case it is on camera because I don't know. They asked for my phone number, so I'm assuming they're going to be calling me. This would be the first time that that has happened. It's never been over the phone like that since I first got hired on. We did it that way, but I'm gonna breathe for a minute, guys. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous and excited. Nervous and excited, but not nervous in a bad way. Like, I feel good about it, you know? And the fact that they are having me for an interview says a lot. They asked me for the interview the day after I applied, which I feel like that's got to be a good sign, right? Don't you guys agree? It has to be, right? I just feel like it has to be. It has to be. Anyways, how's everybody been? I'm trying to change the subject so I don't get too in my head on accident. The thing is, this is the one interview where I feel fully confident in me being able to be the best at. This position is just something that I've done for so long, and I know that I'm so incredibly good at it. When we had our team meeting last week and they announced that this position was an option, I immediately messaged the engagement team and I was like, listen, this is the position that I've been waiting for. What is the code? Because there's like a code you got to put in. And I put the code in and I seen it. I was like, oh my God, I applied during the meeting. I was so excited. Okay. So now I'm going to do just some shimmer on my lid. Nothing too crazy. I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution, the shade Pearls. You guys know I've talked about that shade a million times. As you can see, it's been very much loved. Lick my brush because it's mine and I only use it for me. I'm going to put a little bit of that shade from the Millennial palette in it as well. This shade is just so pretty. The Millennial palette, though, the shades just look a little bit more wet, which I really like. This shade right here, Disco Stick, as you can see, has also been really loved. Okay. Now I am going to just deepen up this outer corner just a little bit more. And we're going to call that good. Probably should have brought my fan over here because it is getting warm in here with all these lights. Also brought a clock in here so I can keep up with the time because I don't want to be on live when the call comes through. I still do need to change just in case we are on camera. I work from home. I don't know if I said that. A lot of people might be like, why do you all do your meetings on camera? We work from home. So some people might be in Arizona. Some people might be in California, wherever. We do have a home-based office, though. I think you have to be like 50 miles near a home base. Okay, so there's that. That's going to be the eyeshadow for today. Let's move on to skin. I'm just going to spray my face a little bit if I have any left in this one. Not much. This is my favorite setting spray. This is a dupe for MAC Fix Plus, and I love